Morning, everybody. We're going to get underway here in a minute. Oh, fuck. Fucking kidding me? I'm not. Well, we're not getting any water this morning, that's for sure. Because it's frozen. It's definitely not happening until we get inside. Good morning. We're going to get underway here in a minute. I was hoping to get some water, but it's frozen because it's extremely cold on the live time drive radio show here the day after the Super Bowl, Dan, on February the 9th, 2026, 6:50 in the morning. We're going to get our brand new week under. Let's go crypto investing. Become a member, Jabroni Killer, to keep these live videos going for free and keep corporate interference out. As cheap as $3.99 a month. Video description and/or pin. Now, where's the Bitcoin at? On the freezing. Hand is freezing, cold onto the steering wheel. It's down 2% after it was up slightly yesterday morning. Then it started to trend down mid to late afternoon. And then through the overnight hours, it fell and it's down 2.5%. And across the crypto sphere this morning, it's down generally 1 to 5%, depending on what coin you're looking at. Bitcoin sitting below 70,000 at 68,700. XLM is sitting at 15.5 cents. And XRP is sitting at $1.39 this morning after getting as high as $1.46, $1.47 early Sunday morning yesterday on February the 8th. What I believe is going to go on this week is continued bearishness, selling. But I think there's going to be, again, like last week, I would anticipate an early week fake pump to the upside of potentially as high as $10,000 in the Bitcoin price, right? And about 15 or 20% in some of the altcoins and the XRPs and the XLMs of the world. That's what the gold standard is looking at and watching out for. A manipulated and orchestrated pump that could be longer lasting than last week before the next major sell-off takes place. So that's something we're going to watch out because it could just be an all-out sell-off today across the sphere. So that's something that we have to watch out for, right? There's the Bitcoin price. The XRP is $1.39. The algo is sitting below 10 cents. And the gold standard warned it when it was at, I think, 58 cents it peaked out at about a year ago in that hysteria. That algo was more than likely going to give it all back and then some, and it did. And now it's below where that pump started at. If we go scroll through to the platinum and palladium, they've been getting hit and hit hard because platinum and palladium move big, but they get hit even harder when they dump. And platinum's down about 35% in just a few trading days. The same thing with palladium. It's down about the same because they move up big. They were both sitting at about $2,000 about 5 or 6 trading days ago. And you can see where they're sitting at now. You got platinum sitting at $2,000. Platinum was at like $2,600. Palladium was sitting near 2,000, and now it's at 1684 after it had a very, very bad week last week, but tried to recover at the end. Crude oil is the next thing that the gold standard's watching out for because crude oil is something that I think could be a major play as it's the one asset, the one big asset that has been undervalued and cheap in relative comparison to where all our prices are in the commodities and in the consumer sector, right? Real estate, food, energy, gold, silver, minerals, right? Stocks, bond, everything's at all-time highs except oil. Oil is at prices from 2003, right? So I think oil might be a big play here soon, and the gold standard, that might be his next major play, is buying oil, right? Oil might be the next move, but we're going to keep on track because if it slips below 60 again, I think the gold standards, I'm not a financial advisor, it's just what I'm doing and what I'm seeing. I think the gold standard might think about purchasing some more oil or oil. I don't own any oil, and I think I should own some oil, right? Oops. Then if we look at, where are we at? The gold bullion. Gold's back above $5,000. It opened up on the spot price about 0.89%, 0.73%, to nudge over $5,000 in futures and spot. Silver bullion is pushing $80 again after it got down as low as, I think, $67 last week. I think there's been a nice reversal from when it got to, I think it bottomed out maybe at about $58 on Thursday night last week. I think we could see some continued rallying here early this morning, potentially through the Monday into Tuesday, and then a reversal. I think there's going to be a reversal at some point this week. But silver bullion went from 125 to about 58 in the course of about 6, 7 trading days. So this is a nice rally back up. But I think this is a fake out because I think there's a major downside risk in silver and gold bullion right now, to where there's going to be a phenomenal generational buying opportunity coming up here over the next several weeks to a month or two. And that's what the gold standard is going to be waiting on there in the silver and gold bullion, to take our second ride, to take our second leap, to take our second fortune out of the mining sector and the gold bullion and silver bullion sector, right? Because we had a good run and a good trade that we just got out of after being in it for accumulating for 5 to 6 years and then riding the last 2-year pump. We think there's going to be another pump like that we can ride here in the short term after the bullion bottoms out, but I don't think it's bottomed out yet. A gorgeous sunrise this morning coming over the southeastern skyline. Nice pinks and light reds and blues with some clouds. Red sky at night, sailors delight, or red sky in the morning, sailors take warn, as there's a clipper system going to be moving through the Great Lakes region, starting right now in the western Great Lakes and getting to me in the eastern Great Lakes late tonight and tomorrow. But that's what I'm seeing in the markets. I think you're going to have a highly volatile week again, like last week, where you're going to see big pumps in crypto, big pumps potentially like you're seeing in the mining sector this morning. I think it's a trap. I think they're trying to grab liquidity, and I think they're getting ready to drive the price down to the next level down in crypto and gold, which is going to create a generational buying opportunity and a chance for the 1%ers and market manipulators to do it again, to drop the bag again in crypto, drop the hammer again in crypto, drive the prices down in crypto, capitulate the retail traders out after they bought the top of the Donald Trump-induced rally of 2025. And as they capitulate them out in early to mid-2026, just when the institutions, 1%ers, and market manipulators dive in and buy those coins again. And then they ride the price, pump the price, rally the momentum, drive the retail back into it, and they sell to them at the new top, wherever that may be, in 2027, right? Because late 2026, we should start seeing the bull market of the next cycle start, because that would be a year and a half of a bear market in cryptocurrency from when the bear market started, not counting the massive bear market rally that took you to a brief all-time high in Bitcoin in July or June, whenever that took place. But that's what I see going on. That's what the gold standard sees happening. And we're going to let you go. And I did not screen record this, which is shitty. So that means I'm going to lose it all. I forgot. So the gold standard is going to do this properly and sign off and give it ample time. And hello to my beautiful audience. So hopefully I don't lose all this. This has been a Gold Standard broadcast live radio show, February the 9th, 2026. We appreciate you listening to the broadcast. And another live episode will air tomorrow, Drive Live Time radio show on the mobile Vincenzo Radio Network, February the 10th, 2026, 6:45 a.m. Eastern. J